Okay, Shauna, thank you. I'm here at Champions with Islanders analyst Billy Jaffe and Chris King. Guys, 3 topics with the Islanders. You ready to go?
Let's get going.
All right, let's get started with topic number 3. Which will be more important, the Islanders' first-round pick or the subsequent 9 picks in the draft?
Well, I always like to go with the first-round pick. It sends such a message to the organization and to the fans out there what's going to happen. The number 1 pick also is your marquee player, and it gives everybody hope. Yeah, it's great to have all the picks. There's no doubt about it, and the more picks, the merrier as far as I'm concerned, guys. But that number 1 pick, I think, really sends a statement to everything in your organization.
Yeah, I think that number 1 pick, the 5 overall pick, will have the most immediate impact, but I think down the road, you're going to look back at those multiple picks, especially 2 in the second round, 2 in the third round. You're talking about 5 guys out of the first 90 chosen, and they will have much more of a long-range effect on this team than that first pick will.
This is a big day for the Islanders here. Not just Friday, June 20th, but the 21st, Saturday especially.
This is an enormous stretch for the New York Islanders right now, guys. As far as I'm concerned, this draft starts the new era of the New York Islanders. And this is where you have to start rebuilding, remodeling your home. You know, they want to talk about the Lighthouse Project. Well, that's a great remodeling of your legit home or your literal home. Now it's time to remodel the product on the ice as well, and this is where it will all begin. It's also a big day because of potential trades that will, not might, but will happen in the NHL.
And again, Steve, you talked about multiple picks. I mean, to have 4 rounds with 2 picks each in those rounds, you really can do some damage.
Okay, let's move on to topic number 2. How soon will the Islanders' first-round pick, of course it's 5th overall, have an impact with the Islanders,
well,
Billy?
It doesn't matter what that pick is. They could trade it, move up, move down. And it wouldn't surprise me if they move down a little bit, guys. Still get the guy they wanted and get a good player in return, but I digress. That number 1 pick will have an immediate effect on the team. Even if that player doesn't come in and play next year, it would have immediate effect because everybody will get excited about that kid. It is an important pick no matter what ends up happening. I don't care if it's the kid from Russia, Filatov, who doesn't come over, even though I'm hearing that he will, or if it's a kid who's in college. It gives you hope to have a star picked in the number 1 as the number 1 spot.
Yeah, I think that pick will have a big impact, but not in the first year. I think it's very difficult for a player in his draft year to have a big impact on the team, especially if that player is a defenseman. And let's face it, this draft right now is top-heavy with defensemen. Al Arbour has always said it takes 4 to 5 years to develop a good defenseman. So I think you will see the impact not in the first year, but in the subsequent years.
You're going literal, like you're going immediate on-ice stuff. I'm saying, you know what, this team needs a bit more than even literal on-ice right now. It needs to feel good about themselves in all areas, and that's why I say this pick will have an immediate impact, assuming it's the right one, obviously.
Okay, topic number 1. What is the Islanders' top priority in the offseason, Billy?
Well, my immediate, that they need to do, my feeling that the Islanders need to do is identify a direction that they are going to go in. Are they going to be a team that builds for the future with young players, not just draft picks, with young players? Maybe they trade for some more young players from other teams, or are they going to go out there and get big price free agents and build free agent-wise? You know, a team like Philadelphia, for the most part, built through free agency. Of course, they had a few good young players, but they then built through free agency. On the other hand, you see teams like Pittsburgh and Washington who built throughout the draft. Number 1 priority. Figure out what direction you're going to go in and stick with it. Don't say, well, we're going to do it this year and then do something else next year. That doesn't work anymore. Stick with the plan.
All right, I'm going to go with on-ice priority, and that is offense. They scored the 2nd fewest goals in the National Hockey League. They need offense. That is not going to come immediately from the draft, so it has to come via free agency or via the trade route. But they've got a franchise goaltender in Rick DiPietro. In order to take advantage of it, they have to score more.
I think the first priority was get healthy for everybody with the Islanders. That was the number 1 priority in the summer.
That would be a good start.
Can't disagree with either of you guys. Thanks so much.